In this video, we're going to learn how to set up a Python development environment on a Mac using PyCharm. The first thing we'll do is a Google search for PyCharm. And then we can click on the first link that comes up. And we'll click on download in the center of the page here. And we probably want the community version over here. We can pick either the Intel or Mac chip version. I'm on an Intel Mac, so I'm going to pick Intel. Then the installer is going to download, and this will take a few minutes. So we'll actually skip ahead here. So after it's finished, we'll click on the installer, and then we'll drag PyCharm over to applications. And this should copy over the files, but this might take a few seconds as well. Once this is finished, we can go to the applications folder to launch PyCharm. So we'll go to our Finder here, and we'll go to applications. And if I go to PyCharm here and click on this, this should launch PyCharm. So I'll click on open here. And then on this first window here, I'm going to click on new project. To create a new project, for the name of the project, I'm going to enter in Hello World. And then here, I'll click on create to create the project. And this will load up the PyCharm integrated development environment with a sample project. So I'll click close on this window that comes up, and we can see that we have this sample code here already. So PyCharm is what's called an integrated development environment that includes everything we need to write and test Python programs. So for example, this window here is the text editor that allows us to actually write the Python code. Over here we have a project window that allows us to see the files that make up our project. There's other windows for our program output. We could increase the font size in the text editor by going to View and then clicking on Increase Font Size in all editors. We could also increase the font size by using the keyboard shortcuts. So for example, if we hit Control, Shift, and period at the same time, this will increase the font size. And we could do this a few more times. It's a good idea to get to know the different keyboard shortcuts that are available when using a tool like PyCharm. We can run this sample program by clicking on this play button here. And we'll see the output from the program down here where it says, Hi PyCharm. We could replace this sample program with a much simpler program. We'll just have print and then open bracket and then double quotation and then hello world exclamation mark followed by a double quotation and a close bracket. And this here is what's called a hello world program. It's a very common first program to write. We could run this program by going to Run and then Run Main in the menu here. And we'll get Hello World here. And again, we get the output of our program down here. Now we could also introduce an error into our program. So for example, if we delete this bracket here, and then again we try to run our program, maybe this time by clicking the play button here, this time we'll get a syntax error down here that tells us where our program has an issue. So this is where we can expect to see errors like these. So this is how we can set up a Python development environment on a Mac using PyCharm. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers.